Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Muhammad Mudassar Shahzad from University of Education. Today we will discuss about the another region, that is the Oriental region, that basically falls in zoogeography and paleontology. According to WWF, there are about 8 different regions on our earth. Here in this map, you can see all of these different regions. But today we are going to talk about the Oriental region. In this map, you can see that the Oriental region is surrounded by Palearctic region, Ethiopian region, Antarctic region, and Australian region. Dear students, in 1868, Huxley divided the earth into two primary divisions, in which number one was called as Arctogi. In Arctogi, there were about 4 different regions. Number one, Nearctic. Number two, Palearctic region. Number three, Ethiopian region. And number fourth one was Oriental region. On the other hand, the southern part of the world is called as Notogi, in which two primary divisions were Australian region and Neotropical region. Popularly, southern part, that is called as South Asiatic or Indian region or Indo-Malayan region. Now we are going towards the different countries that are included in Oriental region. If we talk about the countries, there are firstly Pakistan, excluding the areas of Balochistan, because you have already studied in previous lecture of Palearctic region that the areas of Balochistan are included in Palearctic region. Other than India is also present in this region. Sri Lanka, Burma, Malaysia, Indonesia, China, Philippines, Borneo, and Java. These are the basically countries that are included in this region that is called as Palearctic region. Here is a map of Palearctic region in which you can see Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and other countries in which you have already studied, that China, Philippines, Borneo, and Java. These countries are also included in this chart. Now we are going towards the general features of Oriental region. If we talk about the boundaries, north of this region, Himalayas are present. If we talk about the western side, there is Arabic Sea on its west side. And on the southeast corner, the physical boundary is absent, where the islands of Malayan archipelago strings out until they reach Australia. Himalayan slopes with all the Indo-Chinese countries form the chief and most tropical part of region. Here the word Malayan archipelago, that basically refers to the archipelagos between mainland of Southeastern Asia and Australia. The word archipelago refers to chains or clusters of islands. If we talk about the climate, basically the climate of Oriental region mainly tropical. If we talk about the temperature, here is the average temperature about 30 degrees centigrade. Relative humidity of Oriental region is about 87%. If we talk about the rainfall, the total rainfall of Oriental region is about 2.423 millimeter throughout the year. The heavier rain is at mountain ranges, that is about 5 millimeter per year. But in the northeast part, the rain is about 3 millimeter per year, that is less than the mountainy areas. There are about 4 different seasons of the year in Oriental region. Here you can see the spring season, and on the other hand you can see summer season. Here you can see the winter season, and here is autumn season. These 4 basic seasons of Oriental region. If we talk about the physical features of Oriental region, there is a great variety of physical features. If we talk about the physical features of Indian region, the north part of India is basically having grassy plains with scattered trees and bushes. On the southern side, the area is very rich in vegetation. If we talk about the north and west sides, there are deserts in Indian portion. Dear students, in this picture, you can see all the parts of Oriental region in which you can see the north parts, northwest parts as in desert form, and the southern parts that are basically forests. If we talk about the different areas that are covering the forest, these are including Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Indonesia, Indo-Chinese region. These are basically covered with thick tropical forests and possesses a varied and extremely rich fauna. What is meant by tropical forest? Tropical forests are basically present in most of the world's rainforest are in South America and Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, they are covering about 25% of all over the world. There are also smaller areas of rainforest in Central America, Madagascar, India, and Australia. Here is the basic map of all over the world. Here is the Asia and Europe. Our Oriental region is basically included in this area. We talk about the Wallace's lines. Wallace was basically a zoogeographic researcher who make imaginary lines in between the different areas of different regions. He make an imaginary line in Indonesia that runs through Borneo and Sulawesi. These imaginary lines basically separates the Oriental region and Australian regions. If we talk about the ecological significance, separately there are two zoogeographical regions that are respectively associated with Asia and Australia. Here you can see the Wallace line. Wallace line is basically separating the two regions that are the Borneo and Sulawesi. If we talk about the biodiversity around Wallace lines, to the west of line, fauna is more Asian, and to its east side, it resembles towards the Australian fauna. Region is home to over about 10,000 different plant species that are about 15% of which are endemic. 1142 different vertebrate species are present in terrestrial regions, from which about half, 529, are endemic to these areas, in which monkeys, anoa, babirusa. Here you can see the rhesus monkey, mountains, anoa, babirusia, bonnet macaw, and lowland anoa. These are the different animals that are basically endemic to. If we talk about the subregions of Oriental region, there are about 4 different subregions of Oriental region, in which number 1 is Indian subregion, number 2 is Ceylon subregion, number 3 is Indochina subregion, number 4 is Indo-Malayan subregion. Here is the map of Oriental region. If we talk about the different regions, firstly we are going to discuss the Indian subregion. Indian subregion basically includes the North India and central part of India. It starts from the root of Himalaya and extends up to Malabar coast. Here are the pictures of Malabar coast. Here we will talk about the physical features of Indian subregion. There is high rainfall in this region, but low snowfall, confined to only high altitudes. This region shows plains and deserts. If we talk about the conditions, there is basically temperate and tropical conditions. There is also extensive and fertile soil in this region, though abounding in life of every kind. If we talk about the life or fauna of that area, there is no peculiar genus of either mammals or birds that are present in this region, but some African type are more abundant animals. If we talk about the animals that are present here are antelopes, peacock, Indian bison, black elephant, and snakes. Here are the different pictures of these different animals that are present here. Number one, you can see the peacock. Number two, you can see the elephants. And number three are Indian bisons. In this slide, you can see the family antelopes, in which you can see the black buck, Indian gazelle, nilgai. If we talk about the different reptiles of this area, you can see turtles, python, and Himalayan pit vipers. Now we are going towards the second subregion, that is Indo-China subregion. If we talk about the area of Indo-China subregion, there is Southeast Asia. The mainland of Southeast Asia is included in Indo-China subregion. If we talk about the different countries, here you can see the Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Other than these countries, there is also subtropical forests of southern China that are present in this Indo-China subregions. If we talk about the physical features of this region, the physical features are directly linked between India and China. Average temperature of this region is about 20 to 30 degrees Celsius all over the year. If we talk about the rainfall, there is about 60 to 80 inch of average annual rainfall in this region. During summers, the rains are very rare and usually very heavy. The heaviest showers fall between May and August, and a rainfall of 4 inches within 20 to 24 hours has been recorded in these months from May to August. If we talk about the fauna of this region, great variety of mammals and birds are present in this region. It was found that almost all of the more important groups are present in this area. 3 genera of mammals and 44 genera of birds are peculiar to this subregion. They include gibbons, rhinoceros, turtles, and tortoises, etc. Here you can see the different animals, in which firstly you can observe the Indian rhinoceros. Nextly you can see the gibbons. Here you can see the turtles and tortoises that are present in this second subregion. Now we are going towards the third subregion, that is called as Ceylon subregion. In Ceylon subregion, small Indian peninsula, that is the southern Indian part, is basically included in Ceylon subregion. Here is the map of Ceylon subregion. Here is the larger map of Ceylon subregion, in which you can see the different areas that are present in this subregion. that are surrounded by Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. Thank you so much, students. If you have any question, you can ask me. See you in our next lecture. Till that, goodbye.